Hello, Oya Faminka here, and I am coming to you with a reading for the sign of Sagittarius. So I have a new deck. Actually, I have a couple of new decks. This one I still have charging, as you can see. I never ever use a brand new deck. When I get my decks, I do not just open my decks and start using them. I always cleanse and charge them. And then I apply my Ashe to the decks. I connect to them. So this one's charging and cleansing, but it's a really cool deck. It's a smoker's deck too, right? I'm anxious to use this one. Like, look at the graphics on this deck. Like, they're like some really cool. The artwork is really nice on this deck. Look at that. Um, yeah, the person did their thing on this deck. And like I said, it's funny because it is, look at that. It is what is the actual name? It's a cannabis deck. For my cannabis people, it's a metaphysical cannabis oracle deck. So yeah, I really like it. So I'm gonna let that sit. And I have a process with my decks before I even use them. But so right now, this one is sitting and charging and cleansing before I apply my Ashe to it. But this is another new deck that I have already had cleansed, charged, and connected. So we're going to go ahead and get into it for the sign of Sagittarius, right? All right, Sag, Divine Spirit. I'm surrounded by pure white light. Only good comes to me. Only that which is for my highest and best good manifests through me. I seek divine order, divine wisdom, and divine guidance. I give thanks always. Always protect me, my vessel, my ori, as I connect with you, divine, to give the general message for the sign of Sagittarius. Guide me and protect my energy as I tap in. I thank you and Ashe. Okay. For the sign of Sagittarius, Divine Spirit, what do you have? What is to come in the next 48 for the sign of Sagittarius? What's to come for the next 48 for the sign of Sagittarius? Okay. Nice. Alright, one more Divine Spirit for the sign of Sagittarius. One more for the sign of Sagittarius. What is to come in the next 48? You have one more for me. Alright. One more for the sign of Sagittarius. Okay. Oh, you gave me 3 more, actually. Okay. Wow. Sag. I am feeling this, though, Sag. Like, seriously. As I was sitting here thinking about what reading I should do for everyone, I came up and Sag just kept coming out. Like, Sag just kept popping up in my head. Sagittarius, Sagittarius, Sagittarius. So this is interesting that I'm getting these messages for you. You know what? I'm going to put them up here so that you can see all of them, right? Here we go. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. And at the overall deck, look at that, the overall energy. Watch for a cosmic wink. I don't know if many of you seen my Mercury retrograde videos. So you know we are Mercury retrograde. It started out in Sagittarius. We are now in Scorpio, but Mercury and Uranus is retrograding at the same time, right? And so Sagittarius, I really got a message that they're going to see this sign. There's going to be a cosmic sign. They're going to be a really big sign for them. And you're going to understand exactly what Spirit is trying to tell you. I feel like this is for certain people that I'm talking to, but when you receive this, you're going to understand exactly. It's like it's going to set clarity for what you've been thinking about, for what you've been seeking, what you've been asking. And this right here, magic comes when Spirit winks at us, right? This cosmic wink. Stay aware of the synchronicities. I can never say that word. Oh my gosh. Synchronot, whatever. Pay attention to the synchronicities. Oh my gosh. Because they're going to provide answers for what you've been looking for. They really are. And like positive forces are at play for you right now, but things they're seeming a little bleak, they're seeming a little, you know, down. You're overthinking some things. There's a lot of emotional triggers, there's sensory overloads that are happening. And this is exactly, what your messages is, stop sensory overload. It's too much, too fast coming at you. So, decrease your stimulation level, and it's funny because I know a Sag very, very well. And it's funny because he's just like, you know what, I am getting, I'm like overstimulated. And it's funny because I was like, yeah, I'm feeling, that. And I think that he, is feeling a lot of energies around him. And you are, Sagittarius, you guys are very close to the spiritual realm. So understanding that and understanding who you are and where your placements sit, sun, moon, rising, um, and understanding that and understanding your houses, you will tend to understand when things like this start to happen. The overstimulation, identifying your emotional triggers, right? Forgive yourself. Many of you have not forgiven yourself. You're still carrying on these burdens of others as well as burdens for yourself, and you're not forgiving yourself. So it's causing an emotional trigger. It's causing this overload that you're happening. Like don't be a hostage of your past. Let your past go. Liberate yourself from your past. With the choices that you're making now, make amends or forgive. Forgiveness is so key. Many people be like, oh, everybody say forgive, forgive, forgive. Yes, yes, it is. Forgiveness is not for the person that wronged you. It never is. Forgiveness is always for you and yourself. Forgiveness is always for um, to get you past that moment, to get you to reflect, to get you to accept, not accept what happened to you, but accept that, knowing that that person did exactly what that person was going to do in that moment because it needed to happen. And then it's trying to understand why it happened. Okay, why did this need to happen? What did I need to see? And now you're taking a bigger deep dive into the picture. Instead of focusing on one aspect of the picture, you're looking at the whole picture and you're dissecting it as a whole, for it to connect to you, right? So forgiveness, that happens. And when you do, you're freeing yourself from this sensory overload and this, these emotional triggers. And some of these emotional triggers are coming from others. I'm really getting that. Some of these you're picking up from others because you are a huge, huge empath. And you're picking up the anger and the fear, and different things from others. Um, but it finds a place within you because you're unhealed. So it's easy for you to identify those first, right? Because as an unhealed person, it's quickly to identify those negative aspects of what's going on around you because you're still thinking about what happened to you. So it's time to let those things go, and know that, take baby steps, be lighthearted with your forgiveness, be lighthearted, set your intentions, and give yourself some carefree time, give yourself some fun. Again, forgive, and be easy on yourself, give yourself mercy. Take baby steps, you know what I'm saying? Don't rush or force anything. We're Mercury retrograde. Now is the time to just sit and think and not act and just wait. Just actually wait. Once this retrograde is over, I really feel that a lot of messages is going to come to the collective, especially this week, right? During this last week of November leading into December, I really feel that a lot of clarity, a lot of answers, a lot of things are going to come to a lot of people, so that you now have more of your picture, things that you've been asking for. And then it's going to be time for you to set clear boundaries. It's going to be time for you to do that. So as you can see, the flow of your energy here in the next 48, but we're going to dive more into that, empowering yourself, I'm saying, setting limits, and saying no. It is not it is not wrong to say no. It really isn't. It's not mean to say no either. It's definitely where you are setting clear boundaries and you're like, no, I cannot do this at this time, or no, I do not want to do this at this time. And that is totally perfectly fine. And if those other individuals do not understand how you're feeling or do not recognize or support that, then again, chop it off. Chopping board. I keep telling you, right? It is the chopping block. It is the chopping block. As we close out this year of 9, um, it is definitely chopping time. Okay. All right, Spirit, we're going to clarify some things with tarot. We're going to clarify some things with tarot. I normally don't really use tarot a lot. I do sometimes. I do love this deck. I've connected really well to this tarot deck. And one of my other decks too, my Akashic tarot decks. I connect really well to those. So today I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use this one today, okay? Alright. Let's see here. Identifying emotional triggers. Give me more for Sagittarius when it comes to their energy for the next 48 on these triggers. Who's triggering Sagittarius? Who's triggering Sagittarius? Ooh. All right, Spirit. Okay. So you have the King of Cups in your energy. Let's look at this. We have the King of Cups. We have the Hierophant. We have the Page of Swords. We have the Knight of Cups. King of Cups. For most of you, this King of Cups is you. This is the energy you're sitting in. This King of Cups energy. Yeah. This this energy, and it's yeah, you're definitely sitting into this energy here. Yeah, this kindness, this reservedness, this being reserved, support, emotion. I'm a really good listener. You're definitely sitting into this. However, you have a message. Again, we have the 8 of Wands here. You have communication. I told you have a message. There's going to be something that's going to come towards you. Whoever is triggering this trigger, whatever you're feeling, whatever you're identifying, and you're getting, and you need to forgive. This is gonna come. This message is gonna come to you. You're going to, again, your overall energy was watch for that cosmic wink. Remember, that was your overall energy. So a message is definitely coming to you. So just be on the lookout. Pay attention to your signs, because Spirit Team is really, really talking to you. But this King of Cups energy, this Sun energy, you're definitely sitting in this Sun energy too. Self-confident, clear, satisfaction. This is going to come. This is going to, I'm telling you, once you receive this message, a lot of things are going to pick up. It's going to be more clear. Some of you are going to receive an offer, be it financial offer, be it a love offer. Some of you are going to receive an offer. New opportunity is coming. Like I said, whether it's in love or whether it is in abundance with dealing with a career, a job, a business move, they're definitely going to get a new opportunity to be able to start and use your intuition. Again, watch out for this cosmic wink, because I'm telling you, this right here is going to be beneficial for you. Things that you've been thinking about, ideas that you've been having, just really pay attention to it, Sag, because something is coming. Something's definitely coming down the pipeline. Yeah, again, you have the communication, the Page of Swords, communication, adaptability, Yeah, plain delayed. I'm getting that. I'm getting that something was delayed for you, but it was not. It's not that it's not going to happen, just delayed for something, for a divine timing, for divine purpose. That is what I'm getting. Okay. What else do we have for Sagittarius, divine spirit, in the next 48? What else do we have for Sagittarius in the next 48? For Sagittarius in the next 48, what else do we have? Sagittarius in the next 48, what do we have? All right. Let's see here. Didn't I say a relationship called the King and Queen of Pentacles? Look at that. The Queen and King of Pentacles fell out. Didn't I say that? There's an offer. There's an offer. Either you're sitting into a connection that's going to grow and be better. However, some of you are stuck. Like there's something that is binding you, something that is self-containing, unable to move, like you feel like you're unable to move forward. You feel like you are, stuck or blocked, or something's keeping you down. And this is why you need to watch out for this cosmic link, because something is going to release from that. All right, the Chariot. You're going to move away from this. You're going to move away from that energy. Something is going to definitely come to an end, but it's on you. It is definitely on you. Look at this, the King and Queen of Pentacles. That is, this right here, this union is going to be abundant, like beautifully abundant in love, not just money, and love and wealth and patience and happiness and nurturing and, confidence. It's going to be beautiful. Like, my gosh, I just said that. Didn't I say something was coming? I just said that. Look at that. That is beautiful. Give me more on this Eight of Swords. Give me more on this Eight of Swords, divine spirit. More on this Eight of Swords for the Sagittarius. More on this Eight of Swords for the Sagittarius. Oh, and it fell right out there on the Eight of Swords. Like, it literally fell right here on the card. I'm so mad that you guys can't really see. I'm gonna do it better. I'm gonna get a better setup for this so that you all can see. But these fell right here on this Eight of Swords. So you have, actually they fell like this, didn't they? So I'm gonna keep them just like that. The Knight of Swords and the Ace of Wands. The Knight of Swords. You have something, someone is sitting in your energy that's selfish, that they're very aggressive, violent, like just want to start shit, like literally impatient. Like this Knight of Swords, this person is sitting into this Knight of Swords energy in reverse. They're pretending to be this Knight of Swords, but they're not a Knight of Swords. You have your Ace of Wands in reverse too. So again, see, this is where the delay is. This is where the delay is coming from. Yeah. This person right here is trying to really delay you, trying to get you off your path. For many of you. And again, this could be someone at the job. This could be someone sitting in your energy. This can be, where Mercury retrograde. This could be exes that's coming back. This could be old friends, old wounds that's surfacing back up. And that, you may have allowed back in, or you may have, just allowed back into your energy. And when you do, so like I said, Mercury retrograde is just that time where you sit and reflect. When people come back in, you listen. I'm not saying not to listen. I'm not saying not to say, hey, how you doing? What's been going on with you? But don't make no sudden moves. Don't connect so easily. Don't agree to certain things. Just really sit and just reflect and see what Spirit has for you. Watch for your signs. Again, Spirit is talking to you, Sagittarius. You have a lot of signs that you have been being shown, and it's time for you to really, really look at those signs and really meditate and see what it is that Spirit is trying to communicate with you. All right, give me more on this Knight of Swords. Give me more on this Knight of Swords, Divine Spirit. Give me more on this Knight of Swords, this Ace of Wands in reverse. This Knight of Swords in reverse. Can you give me more on this Knight of Swords in reverse? Give me more on this for Sagittarius. Flipped right on over. You saw that? Oh, but it's coming to an ending. Oh, I love this. It's coming to an ending. Yes, 10 of Swords. It's coming to an ending. This energy that has been, you know, holding you back and sitting, but it's on you. This is okay. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. I got it. Because looking at your energy here, I was wondering how this sits in here. And you had this love, this powerful King and Queen of Pentacles coming in. You are not where you need to be right now. And you should be sitting in this King and Queen of Pentacles. Like, this should be where you are at right now. All right? Be it the king, be the queen, be it male, female, you know, gender has no energy. So you take it as you resonate. But Sagittarius, you should be sitting in that right now. However, these are the things you're not forgiving. You're not, when you're identifying these emotional triggers, because you're still sitting in that negative energy, you're not forgiving and letting go. That is what's holding you back. This is what's holding you back. You have to let it go and forgive yourself and know that you are worth it. Know that you're worthy to move on and move forward. Because this is coming to an ending. This is why you have to watch out for this cosmic wink. This is definitely coming to an ending. All right. This energy, this, you know, this person, the people that was in your energy, they're about to leave out. They're about to leave out. Spirit's about to do away with them. It's coming to an energy. It's time to let go. All right. It's time for you to let it go, forgive it, and let it go. And move on, literally move on. And this could be, and I'm seeing for some of you, this is family. For some of you, it's family. And that could be hard, right? That could be difficult because family is the people that we tether to quickly, you know, emotionally and mentally. So that could be hard to just sit here and say, oh, wow, you know, my mother, my brother, my cousin, my aunt, my grandmother, my grandfather, whoever, you know, this may resonate with. But I'm telling you, that Knight of Swords, that person sitting in Knight of Swords energy, it's not for you. They're not. It's in reverse. They're not for you. They're the one that's keeping you. They're trying to keep you bound. They're trying to keep you from your Ace of Wands. That's why it's in reverse. They're trying to keep you from that. All right. But Spirit is helping you. Spirit is saying that they're here. They're helping you come to an end. But you have to make the first move too. You have to let it go. You have to let it go so that you can move forward into this King and Queen of Pentacles, yo. Like, this is beautiful, all right? This union that you have coming, you have, you know, a union coming, you know, if it's family, if it's a friend, if it's a love, you know, your old past person or a person that you're with. I'm telling you, see what resonates, because it's time for you to let it go. It's time for you to let it go. Chariot, it's time for you to move. Spirit's trying to move you away from it. Trying to move you away to better, bigger and better things. Okay? All right, let's see. What else do we have? Spirit, what else do we have for Sagittarius? Ooh. Oh, look at that. Oh, Emperor just slid right on out. The Emperor. Okay? You need to step into this energy. Stepping into this Emperor energy. All right? Stepping into your power. Stepping into your power. That is what's needed. Any other final messages you have for Sagittarius? Final messages you have for Sagittarius? Final messages you have for Sagittarius? Thank you, Divine Spirit. I'll share. Yeah. Look at this. Yeah. Five of Wands. Yeah, that's external conflict that's going on. Obstacles. Yeah, disturbance. Yeah, you gotta let that person go. You gotta let that go. You got, because they're sitting in that Five of Wands energy. You gotta let it go. And they're trying to keep you there. They're trying to keep you there. What else do you have for Sagittarius Divine Spirit? Sagittarius Divine Spirit. Please and thank you. One last go. Final messages for Sagittarius. Final messages for Sagittarius. All right, Sag, that is your reading. That is your reading. I hope this was helpful. So yeah, just really take your time, because this is beautiful. What I see for you coming, you may not see it now, but I'm telling you, I see it, and it's beautiful. It is just, I'm happy for you. It's grand. I'm telling you, sitting in this Emperor energy, you have no idea. Like, it's the Chariot is moving you to the sun. Like, you just need to get rid of. You need to get rid of this. You need to let it go. Let it go. You know what I'm saying? It's time to cut those cords. All right? Set clear boundaries. Set clear boundaries. All right? Effective for you. Not for everybody. Not trying to set a boundary on what you think that everybody else is good with. No. Set it for you and you alone. Okay? It's time to pour into you. It's time for you to do what you feel you need to do and what you know that is going to make you happy. I'm just saying you. All right, Sag? All right. Till next time. Ashe.